The human race, as MK Ultra targets, psychopaths, engineering our shared reality. In an era where technology, media, and global power structures increasingly blur the lines between influence and control, the notion that humanity itself serves as the subject of vast, ongoing psychological experiments feels less like fringe speculation and more like a grim diagnosis of modernity. Drawing from Harrison Smith's recent monologue on the Alex Jones Network, this essay explores the claim that a small cadre of hyper-motivated psychopaths dictates the contours of our perceived reality through mechanisms reminiscent of the CIA's infamous MK Ultra program. Echoes of MK Ultra in the modern age. MK Ultra, the declassified mid-20th century CIA initiative, sought to master mind control through LSD dosing, hypnosis, sensory deprivation, and psychological torture on unwitting subjects. While officially shuttered, its spirit, weaponizing human psychology for dominance, appears to have evolved into subtler, more pervasive forms. Smith argues that today's experiments are not confined to isolated labs or black sites, but encompass the entire human population. Social media algorithms curate dopamine-driven echo chambers. Mainstream narratives shape collective fears and aspirations. Emerging neurotechnologies, such as brain-computer interfaces, promise enhancement while raising the specter of direct neural influence. The psychopaths at the helm, per this view, exhibit a distinctive profile: relentless drive, unburdened by empathy, a talent for compartmentalization, and an insatiable appetite for power. They operate not through brute force alone, but by dictating the Overton window of acceptable thought and the cultural scripts we internalize. From endless wars and financial manipulations to cultural upheavals that atomize societies, the patterns suggest orchestration rather than chaos. A hyper-motivated minority exploits human vulnerabilities, fear, tribalism, distraction, for control. Intelligence alliances and the architecture of power. Segments in the broadcast highlight realpolitik developments, such as expanded U.S. intelligence sharing with Israel, potentially sidelining traditional alliances like Five Eyes. Such moves fuel suspicions of parallel power structures operating beyond public accountability. When intelligence agencies collaborate on data flows and influence operations, the average citizen becomes a node in a vast surveillance and narrative control matrix. Historical precedents like Operation Paperclip, importing Nazi scientists, and documented mind control research lend credence to the idea that ethical boundaries have long been flexible for those in the shadows. Smith's delivery, passionate and map-backed, underscores a global scope. No nation or demographic escapes the targeting. The reality we inhabit, filtered through screens, education systems, and entertainment, is manufactured to maintain compliance. Dissenters face marginalization, while compliant masses receive engineered rewards of comfort and distraction. Transhumanism and the new frontiers of control. Replies to the Post explicitly link this to Neuralink and similar projects. Neuralink equals MKultra. Brain chips marketed for medical benefit could enable unprecedented access to thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. If past MKultra experiments tested chemical and psychological manipulation, tomorrow's tools may involve direct hardware interfaces. The promise of curing neurological disorders masks deeper risks of authoritarian overreach or corporate exploitation. In a world racing toward AI-augmented cognition, the distinction between voluntary upgrade and subtle coercion blurs rapidly. This aligns with broader dystopian concerns. AI data centers as instruments of societal management, transhumanist ideologies positioning technology as the new god, and geopolitical psyops, UFO disclosures, endless crises serving as distractions. A small elite, possibly exhibiting psychopathic traits amplified by in-group selection, steers these developments, breaking the spell. Awareness as resistance. Recognizing the experiment is the first step toward emancipation. Smith's call resonates as a rallying cry against passivity. Humanity's strength lies in innate resilience, creativity, and capacity for moral reasoning. Qualities psychopaths, by definition, lack in abundance. By questioning official narratives, reclaiming attention from algorithmic feeds, and fostering genuine community, individuals can disrupt the dictated reality. Yet skepticism remains essential. While elite influence and psychological operations are observable, attributing every societal ill to a singular cabal risks oversimplification. Real psychopaths exist in positions of power, and systems reward certain traits. But history also shows incompetence, emergent complexity, and genuine ideological clashes at play. The truth likely resides in a hybrid, deliberate manipulation layered atop structural incentives and human folly. Conclusion: reclaiming agency in an engineered world. Harrison Smith's analysis paints a chilling portrait, one where the human race endures a diffuse, high-tech, MK-Ultra successor, orchestrated by a motivated minority of psychological outliers. Whether through legacy intelligence programs, digital surveillance, or neural tech, the goal remains the same: dictate reality to serve the controller's ends. Awakening demands vigilance, critical thinking, and a refusal to outsource our perception. As technology accelerates, so too must our commitment to autonomy. The experiment continues only as long as we remain willing subjects. The path forward lies in rediscovering unmediated human connection, truth-seeking, and the defiant assertion that reality belongs to the many, not the psychopathic few. This essay synthesizes the core themes from the broadcast. For a video script, thumbnail ideas, or expansions, for example, tying into biblical prophecy or specific current events, let me know how you'd like to build on it.